Let me tell you today about a missed opportunity today. This was a missed opportunity to use well the objective of good emotional reactions, which I think is number 4 in the good life. And so I was at Whole Foods. I'm trying to avoid going to the supermarket at all under the current circumstances. So I had saved up my grocery list for 2 days and went at lunchtime when I thought there would be fewer people, and there were fewer people. But as I got into the line at the Whole Foods, they set up these little tape, they put tape on the ground like they've done the supermarkets all over here, to 6 feet apart to have the social distancing. And I was standing 4 back. So I was actually so far back that I was into the aisle of the supermarket. So far back that it's possible, and I had thought about this, it's possible that someone who didn't notice that we were back there might cut right in front of us. And indeed, there was an older woman in front of me. And there was a space in front of her. Now, this older woman was being very frightened. You could tell that she was very scared, and she probably, I don't know why she was out. I think Whole Foods has a special time for the oldsters to come. But she was there, and she turned to me. She had this frightened look on her face, and she had the mask on. I had my mask on too. And she asked me a question in a low voice. She was asking me for where there was a certain type of oil. I couldn't hear what she was saying, so I kind of leaned in close, not very close, but we were spaced 6 feet apart. So I leaned in a little bit, and it was almost as though I had assaulted her. She jumped back, no, stay back, and part of me was thinking, kind of overreacting, and I said in a loud voice, I said, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you said. She repeated it in a slightly louder voice, and I tried to listen carefully, and I got it that time, something about some oil, and I said, I don't know where it is, sorry. Just then, a woman came out of nowhere and doing just what I had mentioned could happen. She kind of zipped in front of the woman in front of me. Now, the woman in front of me was at the end of the aisle, so there's a big gap between the end of the aisle and the actual checkout place, and there was a person doing the checkout thing. And as I mentioned before, there's so much of a gap that it's possible that someone might not notice we were there and cut in line. It's been a pet thing of mine forever, people who cut in line. Anyway, that person was standing there, and I decided to say something to her. So I went forward, and I went between the woman that had just, gotten so upset that I got so close. And I went up and I said, excuse me, did you know that there's a line behind you? And the woman that I had gone in front of, she barked out at me and very angry. She's in line. So it suddenly dawned on me. Clearly what had happened was that woman that appeared to have cut in line had in fact been in line before, had raced off to go get something else, and was coming back and reclaiming her place. At least that's what I assumed. And I had, in the process of trying to set the world right, I had violated this older woman's fear and upset her. And what I realized was that it got me again, the old emotional reaction, seeing somebody cut in front of the line and jumping to the decision that I'm going to right the wrong that was just done in the world. Going to cut in front. And I had done so and had violated 2 things. One, I had violated the social distancing, and I had violated, and I had gotten, I shouldn't have gotten so close to that old woman. And the second thing was I had violated what was a clear anxiety on the part of the older woman based on our previous encounter, 10, 15 seconds prior. And I kind of knew I was doing it at the time, and it was kind of like I hate to say it, but it was kind of like screw you. I don't want to be that guy. I don't like to think of myself as that guy. So this is a moment to reflect on the fact that if I could do it over again, I would have measured the right and the wrong. Well, first, I don't want to be a guy that even corrects that at all. Who cares if someone cuts in line? As Marcus Aurelius would describe in the Meditations, we're not here if you're at the bath, if you're at the Roman baths, you're not. So what if someone splashes you? Isn't that what you expect at the baths? Yeah, isn't that what you expect at the grocery store? Someone will cut in front. And I should not have violated the social distancing and upset that woman like as I did, and endanger her. So anyway, a reminder to myself to, when I see that happen, to maybe assess it, think about it a little more. A good emotional reaction. Don't let the emotional response carry me away. So that's it. So be safe, but not too safe. And no parking entire block. Take care. By the way, that's the Toyota headquarters for Los Angeles, I think. For maybe all of Los Angeles, or maybe South Los Angeles. I don't know. Orange County. Take care.